quite impressive what you've accomplished.
Is that a compliment?
Now, don't misconstrue. I'm sure the whole endeavor will end tragically. But to have come this far, well, it's more than I ever expected.
The people yearn for freedom but feared to grab hold of it. That fear is gone now.
Thanks to you?
No. This they did on their own.
You diminish your role. But you have always been of humble heart.
I do what is right. No more, no less.
You cannot tell him.
I have to. Otherwise, he will never be safe.
He is safer not knowing. By planting the seeds of doubt, you threaten to topple his entire endeavor. If Washington is paralyzed, Charles Lee will strike. You'll cause the very thing you aim to prevent. Hunt the Templars, as is your duty. But do not drag these men into it.
And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives.
We must now all hang together.
Yes, we must indeed all hang together. Or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately.
You are once more our savior.
I must speak with the commander.
He's gone to try and hold New York. The British intend to take it. I fear we'll need to recall our men from Quebec as well. It's one thing to declare our independence. Now, my friend, we must make it so.
Sequence 8 complete. And with that, the Declaration of Independence for the United States of America, or I guess the colonies at the time, was signed. And we're out of the Animus.
Everything all right? Sean has located a second power source. I've asked Rebecca to charter a flight for us.
Where to?
Brazil.
You there, Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Well, glad to see that's working. Guess I'll try you back when I'm topside.
I feel like those people could have gone around instead of nudging me out of the way. It also appears that we're a wanted man even here in Brazil. Posters of us everywhere. Desmond better watch out. Play louder. Also, there's a zipper on the top of my hood, and I feel like it's not... okay, that was weird. And I feel like it's not comfortable. Alright, Joker. All these guys wearing their pajamas.
Copy now?
Loud and clear.
Sweet.
What's the plan?
According to our intel, the power source is being worn as a bracelet by some tycoon's trophy wife. We're working on pinpointing her location, but she's most likely inside a VIP booth on the stadium's upper level. I'll update you when I know more.
Now to find a ticket.
We don't have time to play nice. Steal someone else's.
Bit of a dick move, don't you think?
Well, I guess you could try and sneak past security instead.
Alright, so it appears that we're at a stadium and the guys in pajamas aren't in pajamas. They're the security guys, I guess. But at the same time, there's the other guys in pajamas, so I don't know... Okay, so... I'm so confused. So everybody wears this green stuff, and then people in hats are the security? I don't know.
Everything all right, Desmond? You should really get moving. Sneaking past security should get you into the arena.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful. Quick, Desmond! Hide, or blend, or do something! Abstergo agents, don't let them see you. Your target's definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of this concourse.
Você viu este homem? Chame a segurança imediatamente, Sylvie.
I think it'd be more suspicious to see some guy wandering around the bushes.
Don't let them see you.
Looks like one of them followed me out. They're all over the place.
Great. They've set up a checkpoint.
Stick close to the crowd and you should be okay. Or look for a way around it.
Ele está aqui! Ele está aqui! O homem dos cartazes!
Seriously, what is the deal with stadiums and piss troughs? It's disgusting. And who thought they were a good idea?
Troughs are time and cost efficient.
I don't even see a stall in here. What if I have to take a dump?
Yeah, please just mute the microphone if you do.
So I thought there was like a ton of stalls in there, but it turns out that they were like showers or something. Okay, so the guy is ratting us out. That's nice.
Looks like...
Watch your back. You're on...
Shit! Another checkpoint.
You're gonna have to find another way around. Security's too tight here.
I don't know if it's a soccer game or what. It's like the only guy that's wearing white. He's not in pajamas.
Sugiro abaixar o tom de voz.
Before I murder you.
Ah, está bem. Faça a porcaria da verificação. Que bando de martinho.
Olha, aconteceu, só isso. A gente não queria que acontecesse. Só aconteceu. Sinto muito.
Sente muito? Ela é minha irmã, cara! A porra da minha irmãzinha!
A gente se ama. Pronto, tá aí, tá dito. A gente se ama e já faz muito tempo.
Look out! Almost there, Desmond. She's just on the other side of the stadium.
Other side?
I agree, Desmond. Are you serious? And also, isn't this thing like a big block? How is she wearing it as a bracelet? Oh, look at my bracelet, darling. It's 12 pounds, but I love it. Also, I don't actually know if we're blending right now. I'm just assuming that we are. That guy in front's like, isn't that the wanted guy? You guys are seeing this, right? We're not gonna say anything?
Use the catwalks to get across.
That's for your friends pushing me when I got off the train.
Don't tell me you're suddenly afraid of heights. You gotta cross the arena on that catwalk. It's the only way.
That isn't a catwalk. That guy's got a huge camera, or maybe it was a 40, I don't know.
Having trouble finding the catwalk?
No, dude.
Should be close.
Oh, it's okay, so we're boxing or wrestling or something.
You're really close now. The power source should be in one of the rooms up here.
I guess it's kind of a catwalk. Not really. It's still just the supports to these. Nobody's looking at this. They're all too entranced with the fight. Every single one of them. nobody seeing this person move up here. At the same point, it probably could be dark from down there. And then the light shining down. I don't know. People could think it's some guy doing maintenance. These people probably don't. Not that she's in this room anyways. And how do we know this isn't just bait? I mean, Abstergo's already here, right? So, chances are they're baiting us.
Hey!
Hurry, Desmond. If he gets away with the artifact, we're screwed. You can't let that happen.
Jesus Christ, stop screaming!
Oh crap! Is that a leopard coat? I think he's just shiny. He shot that lady and then threw his gun at us. Are you shooting at him or me? I mean, the bullet went towards me. You gonna shoot me? That's what you get, dude. Ow. Come on, Cross. Fight, brah. Oh, never mind. Don't stop fighting. He's all swirly and stuff. It's like his coat's got a sweet pattern. Ah, lame. Just leather. Again, just a reminder.
Head for the metro. I'll hold the train for you.
Thanks. She was wearing that thing that he picked up as a bracelet. Desmond, go through the door. Alright. Down the stairs to the metro. Metro. I saw some videos on Metro. Never played it though. I have it on my list of games. Eventually I'll play it. Dude, oh my gosh. Desmond, doors. Again, I get that Desmond's the only assassin guy on the team, but they've got to just send him in. I mean, wouldn't it be more inconspicuous to send the other three? And then have Desmond as the backup?
We can get back to Connor whenever you're ready, Desmond. Unless you want to plug in the power source first. Up to you. So, what's the latest? Learn anything interesting while you were exploring?
They were working on some weird stuff towards the end. Trying to engineer new bodies and store their minds inside computers.
Failure after failure. It must have been hard for them.
I worry about it too. I mean, they say there's something in here that'll help us, but what is it? Why is it locked up if it's exactly what we need?
I don't know. Maybe it's dangerous. Maybe they wanted to make sure only you could reach it.
That's the other question. What makes me so special?
I guess we'll know once we open the door. Hey, I hope it's not uncomfortable for me to ask, but what happened with Lucy?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
No, it's fine. I really don't know. I was talking to my dad about it. It's hard to say. I mean, Juno definitely took control, but I think I agreed to it on some level. I think I let her in. No. That's not right. It wasn't her. Not exactly. It was more like a program. Does that sound weird? It showed me things.
What'd you see?
That if I didn't stop Lucy, Abstergo would get the apple we'd all be dead.
I still don't understand why she turned on us.
I'm sure she thought she was doing the right thing.
I gotta get back to work. You might want to do the same.
I feel like there's more conversation to be had, but whatever. Let's see if we have any new emails. I don't know if we got any notifications. Oh, yep, we sure do. The first one, am I the only one who thinks we should buy a few space heaters? We read that one. Okay, so we've read a couple of these already. Yeah, we've read this one. And we've read Annoying. The next one seems to be a new one. From William Miles. Status. Sent November 25th, 2012 at 3:51 p.m. to Desmond only. Sean's continuing his research, or his search, rather. For additional power sources, I'm working to coordinate with the other cells. Have them doing recon and watching for Abstergo. Rebecca's been monitoring our sessions. I'm hoping to duplicate some of the recordings and send them to other cells for further research. Also hoping there's a way to bypass some of these memories, but synchronization seems to dictate you progress in chronological order. Hopefully someday we'll have a way to move through memories more quickly. Would certainly save us a lot of time in situations like this. The next one is from Juno on November 26th of 2012 at 2 in the morning. To Desmond Miles, reads, "Why do you delay? If you do not retrieve the key in time, all the world will perish, and you with it. Yet you stop to talk or rest. Rest later, when your work is done. If I seem aggressive, if my words feel more imperative than request, it is because I fear you will not succeed in time, and then all of us are doomed." And the next one is from Juno, Murderers, sent November 27th, 2012 at 6:06 p.m. To Desmond, reads, "My father was taken from me by human hands, a war they called it, for their freedom. They were not even meant to exist. You were not meant to exist. We conjured you, a mistake, an error that cost us the world. My father would sing to me as a child soft songs of hope and love, his voice forever stilled when your brutish ancestors took up axe and club, later turned our own work against us. We might have known what was to come and avert it, had you not dragged us into war. This is your fault." Yeah, I don't know about this Juno character. She seems pretty aggressive. Not that we've talked too much with the other two, but I feel like they are trying to help us out just to save the world in general. But Juno does not seem good. I mean, clearly she has motive. There's something going on behind the scenes. It's not just saving the world here. I don't know what it could be. But yeah, she's pretty angry. Alright, here, and the last one. Sean Hastings, American Politics. Go back. Sent November 28th, 2012 at 06:14, that's AM. To Desmond Miles. It's rather incredible the way your lunatic fringe tries to conjure the spirit of the founding fathers to support their various causes. And by incredible, I mean hilarious. They hold up slave-owning sexist homophobes as if that's some sort of ideal to which one should aspire. What's your problem, Sean? I mean, yeah, sure, I get you're British and all, but this has nothing to do with, you know, and who was homophobe? You know, nobody was homophobic in the little history thing. I mean, sure, their religion told us that it was wrong and all that stuff, but it's not like in the Animus it was saying that in any way. It's a little weird to bring that up. Oh, and in case you think I added that last bit for fun, as the sexism and slavery bits were already common knowledge, sodomy was a criminal offense in every one of the 13 colonies except for Georgia, and Thomas Jefferson, champion of personal liberty that he was, advocated for the castration of homosexuals, lovely fellows. These founding fathers of yours, and now there's that new bit of madness with people asking for the removal of textbook references to their slave owning. Okay, well, I didn't know about that bit. So, you know, there's that. But, yeah. So, at least he explained himself. And, you know, I didn't know about that. So, that's my bad. But also, out of nowhere, why is he all up in everybody's crap about it, you know? It would have been a little slightly different if Sean's ancestors had gone to America. So, sorry, should have called it the United States. I don't like calling it America because, you know, North and South America. So we're not America. We just happen to be part of North America. Anyways, moving on. And before you think to turn it back, round and rightly, point out their barbarism was inspired by English law, which again, I guess that's you, Sean. So, what's the deal? Why is he so mad about things all the time? Last I checked, two stupids don't make a smart. I thought the whole point of the revolution was to break free of the old ways, and it certainly doesn't commend your founders as the sort of persons that one should aspire to become, unless you aspire to become manipulative bigot. Dude, what the heck? Lest you think I'm championing some sort of leftist agenda, I'll gladly shame the internet tough guys who celebrate the Treaty of Tripoli as well. Shame on them for thinking it shows anything other than something taken straight out of the first grader's guide to international relations. Its intent wasn't to prove America wasn't a Christian nation. They were saying they weren't going to reignite the Crusades. No, that would be delayed for a couple of centuries. Now, I don't believe your founding fathers wanted to establish a theocracy, and they probably did intend to for the country to be welcoming for all religions, but this isn't proof of that. I suppose the point I'm trying to make is that people might want to spend a little less time romanticizing and manipulating the past, fat chance that, and a bit more time focusing on how to improve the future, fatter chance still. That's not to say there isn't plenty to be learned from looking back, because there is. It's just that most of those lessons wind up ignored or prevented. these days. At best, it's disingenuous and unproductive. At worst, and often, it's rather dangerous. Okay, so this wasn't even about us being Americans. This is just about people in general. And what, Sean's sick of it? But he blames... But since we're in America, that's the news that he's hearing or something? Like, what the heck is the deal?
Oh, unbelievable.
And here we go.
What's up?
Your politicians
Yep,
are constantly referencing the founding fathers and insisting they must have been in support of one thing or another. I have never seen such a blatant disregard for history.
That's just typical political propaganda.
It's also dishonest and delusional. How can anyone claim to know what these people wanted based off scraps of paper and wishful thinking?
They're looking for intent. What these men envision for our country and its future.
Idealistic and unlikely. I don't think most of your presidents and senators and judges care what the founders thought. They just want to know how they can bend old words to achieve modern goals. Who cares if they were deists or theists or wanted a central bank? Why do people need the validation? What should matter is what you, as an individual, believe, and why you believe it. What, are we so insecure that we have to find 18th century letters to validate our beliefs? Oh, look, Mum, a dead man agreed with me. Maybe. If you transpose the letters in his shopping list, you can plainly see he was on my side.
Jesus, Sean. It's a cynical way to look at it.
Doesn't make it less true. I keep trying to understand how men like Washington and Jefferson could dedicate their lives to the pursuit of liberty and equality, yet have no problem owning slaves. It's hypocritical in the extreme, and your history books make only passing mention of the subject, as if it were of little consequence.
They had a war to win. Country's future to secure. How could they deal with all these issues at the same time?
Spoken like a true apologist. We hear it today, too, that matters of civil rights and equality must wait. There are conflicts to settle, economies to salvage. What do any of these things matter if the people are not free and equal? All of them. I wish there was a way for us to share what we learn from the Animus with others. Imagine being able to accurately answer questions about the past, or experience lost civilizations.
But how would you cite it? We can't just reveal the machine's existence to the world.
Why not?
Desmond's right. It would be dangerous. And we still haven't found a way to manage the bleeding effect.
Maybe when we're done saving the world, we can look into it.
Even if we do manage to stave off the apocalypse, it's not like the Templars are simply going to disappear. I suspect our fight will continue long after this latest battle is finished. Oh, look at the time. Oh, doesn't time fly? Look, I think it's best we get you back in the Animus,
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I agree with both of them. Both of his points the first time. People will go to look for things, and when they find just even the slightest thing that agrees with them or what they have to say in some way, they're going to run with that, even if it's not necessarily true or this or that. And then, you know, I already forgot what Desmond was saying for the second thing. But I don't agree that there's an excuse. You know, oh, there was a war to fight, and you know, this and this and that. Like, you can't justify like slavery and stuff. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's wrong, you know. I think we all know that. I'm trying to think of what Desmond's kind of second point was there when he began talking, but I can't remember. Yeah, I'm not sure. And I don't believe that people can take the past and use that as leverage or you know, to further their own means. You know, the past is the past. It can't be redone. It can't, you know, it's always going to be there. So no amount of, you know, whatever is going to make that change. But history is there. What do we got going on here? let me fix this. For us to learn from and not repeat. And unfortunately, I feel like a lot of times it is repeated. And a lot of times in the bad ways. Okay, finally, here we go. I don't know what that was all about.
Stories the temple will tell me today.
And another staircase is revealed.
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation? I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it will be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them, but not for you. Sealed to protect it. Though now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell.
Alright, well, like, I guess we can go and... Sean, how'd you... Or is that must be Mr. William Miles up there. Okay, here we go. Little walkway up there. These things, have... Time has taken a toll on this place with... What, earthquakes stuff, I guess? Maybe? Looks a little, crumbly. Still pretty solid, though. Nice sharp edges, technologically weirdly advanced kind of cosmetics. Oh, here we go.
A new world approached. One that was dark and cold. It would consume us. For we were flesh, and flesh is frail. Though suits and shields might offer comfort, such adornments would not suffice. Not to save us all. So we sought to change what we were. In this manner, we might thrive in a world made poisonous. It was Aita who volunteered to see if it might be done. Aita, my husband, my love. In the end, it changed him, ruined him. He was made a prisoner of the machines. The body might survive, but his mind became brittle to the touch. He begged me for release, for days, for weeks, for months. I pleaded with him to give us time to find another way. But there wasn't one. Not for him. Not for us.
Well, whatever they did, this little test, she did it right here in this room and then stabbed him in the heart to end his suffering. They trying to put him asleep? Is that what happened? Put him to sleep for eternity? That wouldn't really save them. Oh, yeah, that's right. Trying to put his brain into the computer or something like that. Perhaps that's what they did, and it went wrong. Come on, Desmond, we gotta get past this point. Climb all over these people's graves. I'm assuming that most of them stayed in here. This place must be pretty far underground to withstand any type of disaster. Topside. Guess I really don't know. But here we are in the next part. It's pretty sweet. Oh. And would you look at that? Is there anything going up? Hopefully. Okay, here we go. Cool. Oh, here we go.
What is consciousness but a series of electrical impulses? And the body a vessel to hold these sparks. But it is weak. In time, it decays and crumbles into dust. We asked ourselves then, what if it might be replaced with something stronger, something better? So we forged a new vessel, one that might endure. It proved easy enough to enter. But to leave required something more, something wrong. And so this too they abandoned. I wondered, though, were they right to turn away?
Okay, so they could encapsulate themselves in some vessel, and this would allow them to live, but in order to get out they had to either do something or whatever that was not morally correct or something like that, something they didn't believe in or whatever. Is it possible or probable, whatever, to say that Juno took the step that the others didn't and encapsulated herself into this tomb that she mentioned so that she could live on? But now, what, she must be released? What does she need? Need something that we have to be released? Still can't talk to Pops. Sean, you got anything
to say?
Chop.
We need to find that key, Desmond.
Okay.
It's not going to happen with you out here, is it?
Yep, I got it. You know, who knows? That's interesting. I think that right there would probably be our last key.
Sorry, Desmond. A little busy right now.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. I found a third power source.
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only just managed to confirm it.
Where?
There's a museum in Cairo with one on display.
I guess Connor will have to wait.
No, you stay. We need to find that key, and time is running out. I'll make the trip.
What about Cross?
Everything's going to be fine. I'll be back soon.
Ready when you are, Desmond.
He's not coming back.
Winter approaches. The air is still and sharp with grim expectation. The others sense it too and go about their work with uncommon urgency. I would like to help them, but more pressing matters now demand my attention. The Templars have targeted George Washington directly, and will not rest until he is dead. I had hoped to shield him from this knowledge, but Thomas Hickey ended any hope I had of staying silent. And so I have resolved to share everything I know of the Templars and their plots, of who I really am. Achilles finds fault in this, and we argue every day, but there is simply too much now at stake to maintain restraint.
Don't do this, Connor.
Then what would you propose we do? Sit and watch while the Templars take control? We are sworn to stop them, or have you forgotten?
Assassins are meant to be quiet, precise. We do not go announcing conspiracies from the rooftops to all who pass by.
Who are you to lecture anyone? You locked yourself away in this crumbling heap and gave up on the Brotherhood entirely. Since the day I arrived, you've done nothing but discourage me. And on the rare occasions you've chosen to help, you've done so little, you may as well have done nothing at all.
How dare you!
Then tell me, on whose watch did the Brotherhood falter? Whose inaction allowed the Templar Order to grow so large that it now controls an entire nation?
If I sought to dissuade you, it was because you knew nothing. If I was reluctant to contribute, it was because you were naive. 1,000 times you would have died and taken God knows how many with you. Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
No. Not when men like you are left in charge.
In your haste to save the world, boy, take care you don't destroy it. Ha!
Well, it sounds like things aren't going so well on the home front. But I'm sure they'll get past this. Connor believes something, Achilles believes his own thing. It's what it is. But I think we're going to end the episode here. And, oh great. Recent entries. There's a lot of them. And of course we've read through some of them already. But anyways, we're going to end this episode here. Please do like, subscribe, dislike if you want to. You know, all the things. And we'll see you next time, starting off with, well, whatever's next, I guess.